Hello and welcome to another episode of CPR. I am your host, Professor TK, otherwise known as TKC, here today from the swamp. How are we doing today? It's cold, very cold, almost like unbearably cold. Do y'all feel the same? I know November's cold, right? I mean, weather's changing, times are changing. You know what I blame it on? Global warming. I blame it on our parents, quite frankly. They tried to warn us, but a part of them benefited from being able to say, "Hey, look, this is what's happening, We don't care." Then everybody started using more fossil fuels and the climate started changing, the greenhouse gases and all that. And what do people do? Oh, well, we'll fix it. We'll just tell the younger generation to reduce, reuse, recycle. But it's your fault. Why should we be responsible for your shortcomings? That's why unks, aunties, kiss it. Because you guys are responsible for how the weather shifts tides so much. There's a tsunami every other Thursday. And so now we got to plan ahead, but it's like, how do you plan ahead when the weather is so erratic? You don't. You just brace. It's like having a hurricane named Melissa. That sounds so unfortunate. And it's like, Jamaica knows what they're doing. They be outside, arms out, fully spread out, bombo clot, like they're Poseidon. And I'm like, what is happening? And how bored are y'all to where you don't fear this? I want to know whatever they're smoking, because it can't be any peculiar substance. It's got to be something a little extra. But I digress. All right, it's November, which means people are automatically skipping over Thanksgiving. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. Because, as I've said previously, once Mariah unfreezes from her crystallized embodiment every November time, it's Christmas, right? It's December already. I mean, shit, that's why we even have Black Friday. Right after Thanksgiving. Don't nobody give a damn about Thanksgiving. That's just the holiday for people to say, "Oh, yep, I met this person. Oh, yep, we're talking. Oh, yep, we're together. Ha ha ha. We like each other, right? No, you don't? Oh, and it's obvious? Yes, it's obvious, Becky. Come on. Yes, Linda, it's obvious. Come on. Let's get with the pace. It's not for actual love and compassion. No, that's what cookouts are for. You know what I'm saying? You go to a cookout and everybody's like, "You read my mind." Bow, bow, bow. Everybody's happy. Everybody's enjoying themselves, eating good food, dancing to good rhythms, good music, good vibes. But at Thanksgiving, either the food is oversalted, undercooked, or the turkey's not done, or there's no turkey to begin with. And so now you got to ask yourself, why the hell would I ever eat food at Thanksgiving if it's not from somebody I trust, right? My auntie makes the best mac and cheese. It will have you collapsing from high cholesterol. It's a challenge, but bitch, if you're not prepared, you're gonna be on the toilet. Where's Corey? Where's Corey? Last time I checked, I think he went to use the bathroom. Everybody know, he touched the mac and cheese. And I'm like, guys, stop calling me out. Stop calling me out. I don't like that. Enough. Stop. I can't take this. I can't take every single year y'all call me out for my digestion problems. You think I have any control over that? I was born this way. This is me. But I digress, right? I was taking a stroll throughout the neighborhood. And I noticed by the Whole Foods, there's already Christmas trees out, which tells me, and I think the intuitive ones have already caught on to this. Christmas isn't, or no, no. Christmas isn't just a holiday, it's aesthetics. You see it on your page, you see it on your feed, your reels. Everybody's preparing for Christmas time because of what it brings. Oh, Santa's gonna come in your chimney and come up your chimney and fucks Mrs. Claus. It's like, oh, that's cute. Santa, oh Santa, why are you doing that to Mrs. Claus? Oh, Santa, I don't think I should be seeing that. It's like there's these scenarios that go into people's heads. Like, is Santa really real? Was it Santa ever real? These scenarios you've learned early on in life because either there's some one dick-headed bully bitch nigga. Sorry, that's rude. This one bully bitch person, better, who ruins the holiday, ruins that feeling for everyone. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. And everybody just subconsciously, when you get past a certain age, it's like, bro, you don't know that Santa's not real. But it's like, for somebody to put that hammer, it's like, dang, that sucks. But the thing is, my parents were never like, they were never slick enough to say that it's. No, you know what it was? My family's too nosy. Right? My sisters, especially, we would all camp out during Christmas time. We'd like build like a tent, a fort in somebody's room. They'd like build base. And then we'd send, my older sister would send troops to go downstairs. Normally it'd be me and my twin. And be like, all right, okay, you go downstairs first, and then Corey, you follow after. And then we'd go downstairs, try to act all slick, like they couldn't hear the footsteps, they're breathing heavy. Because we're not slick, but also I have to realize they're tired. My parents are tired. At that time, too? Oh, absolutely. You think they care if we get a little sneak peek? We woke them up at 6 a.m. to open presents that were still going to be there at 11 a.m. This was before, this was before the extended family showed up. So that means we were just opening presents to open them early. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a blessing in disguise. I love the fact that I was able to experience that. Not many people are able to, But it's still the fact that, where was the self-control at? But I'll get into that at another date, right? Maybe when we get closer to the holiday times. I might have a special episode planned for that, but I can't give too much. Can't give too much out, right? But yeah, I mean, even in my shift in demeanor, right? I get very nostalgic over the holiday times, as I should. Because it is a good time. But at the same time, it's like, only doing certain activities like putting up a Christmas tree when we're not even, I mean, it's the 19th now, so it's like, we're pretty far into November for it to be like, okay, maybe we can start setting up. But I'm like, what are Thanksgiving holidays even, right? Or what are decorations you would put up? A turkey, leaves, a leprechaun? I don't know. What would you put? Y'all can tell me in the comments below. Oh, and let me say, y'all gonna hate me. Maybe, I don't know. But if you've gotten this point, y'all gonna make me mad. If you've gotten this far and you haven't left a like, I don't beg. TK never begs. However, if you've watched this far without leaving a like, subscribing, sharing with your friends, your family, your pet, your dog, your auntie on the other side, your auntie in the next generation, your grandma, your grandmette, your grandpa's uncle, sister, then Uncle Festa, shoot, he can get on the action too. If you've gone that far without helping a brother out, I'm gonna feel hurt. I'm gonna feel a little hurt. But I'll leave that up to you, right? I'll leave that up to you. I'm not gonna pressure you into doing what you might want to do, right? But tell me, man, like, what decorations would you even use for Thanksgiving? I guess pumpkins, right? Oh, yeah, okay. You would use pumpkins because during Halloween you use jack-o'-lanterns. These holidays are so weird to me. I think it's just another excuse to just not go to work. And I get that. I get that. That's a fair reason not to press the legitimacy of certain holidays. But like, I'm pretty sure only certain businesses are off on Columbus Day. And I'm like, wow. So this is supposed to be the holiday, but only certain minorities or people get off. That's kind of ridiculous, don't you think? You know. But regardless, y'all, I still love the holiday time. I love the feeling of eating good food, of course. I love the feeling of sharing memories with people I care about. You got to say what you're thankful for, always. If you don't say that, then what's the point of going to Thanksgiving? And even when you're hanging out with friends, when you're doing the Friendsgiving, even though y'all don't like each other, it's just a competition to see who can cook the best. Um, Turns out nobody knows how to cook. Your meals are burnt. The pie you finish didn't finish baking in the oven. There's a hole around it. The termites have already gotten into it. Everybody doesn't want to eat it. It's soggy. There's flies around it now because nobody took out the trash. Throw that shit out. Nobody's going to eat it, and it's okay. All right? But Friendsgiving is nice. But just make sure, don't be that person, right? If you go to Friendsgiving and you're expecting, I don't know, quality food, you got to go, right? You can be Aunt Jemima and try to cook something up, but you got to make sure you know what you're doing. If you're doing sweet potatoes, you got to cook that with flavor, with sauce. Nobody wants to eat your dry ass mac and cheese. They can get the store bought one, especially with pies. Pies are the easiest thing to make. They're so easy. And people still don't know how to make them. And so I'm like, you go through all that effort to try to figure out how to make a pie and you still fail. And you're like, oh, well, at least I brought something. No, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If my meal didn't end up how it should have, I'm not bringing shit. Maybe I'll bring a cup or two. All right. I'll bring something else. But I'm damn sure not bringing a failed meal just to say, oh, guys, look. At least he brought something. No. Fuck no. Because everybody's going to remember that one dude who brought feces to the party. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Right? It has been your host, Professor TK from the swamp. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And remember, the Toad King rises.